Hi everybody, it's just coming up towards the end of the day now. So as usual, it's the end of the week as well, the end of the quarter as well. So we'll just like to go through the trades that we've called in the trading room this week and do a quick review of those. So again, this week it's been quite an interesting week with the dollar decline. We've had some nice trends develop in some of the dollar related markets, and particularly in the yen markets too. So if we take a look at euro dollar first, this was one of the first trades that we called in the early part of the week. Now this was a swing play that we identified on the 4-hour time frame. We're looking for continued weakness in the US dollar, so this was our preferred market to take advantage of that. Now this one actually set up in the afternoon, but it didn't trigger, so we waited until we took orders off, waited till the dead zone had completed, and then reset them back up again. So this was the setup on the 4-hour time frame, and entry above the high, stop below the low, and this is how the market played out. So it moved on to first target sort of fairly quickly, or not quickly actually, it took a little bit of time to get going there, but then it pulled back into the entry point, and that allowed us to move our stop up to just underneath the entry, in fact, to lock in more profit and ride the market as it continued to move up. So there's another couple of targets in that as the market moved on to 119. So we had the swing play on euro dollar, and we also took an intraday trade on euro dollar. So once it actually started to break out, and you could see it, the swing play here actually broke out on the 4-hour time frame, we tried to capture, it's a bit sneaky, but we tried to capture a pullback, the first pullback on the 15-minute time frame. So this was the breakout area here. You can see the market broke out, it pulled back. Now there was a number of things going on here. We'd got the breakout level, which also coincided with a 50% retracement of the swing here in price. There's a pivot point underneath here as well. There's quite a few good things going on here, and we got this sort of 15-minute candle setting up in the MA zone, and we're looking at bracketing this to again really get another tighter position on this to be able to take much more reward out of the move. Now this one doesn't really matter where you got positioned, it didn't play out. The market pulled back much further and we got stopped out on that one. So then we move on to Great British Pound against the yen. Now this was a swing long trade. This one again, we'd been stalking this one for a couple of days, but we needed to wait until the market had broken a significant level and we'd got the strengths and weaknesses in the right order. Now, this actually occurred at this point. There was a significant level that we wanted the market to be above, and that's why we sort of took the setup here on the 60-minute chart. So this was the entry, just getting above all of these highs, and this was the point that we really wanted to get positioned in and stop underneath the previous swing. So that was the setup. And you can see we set that up way before the actual market triggered the trade. So eventually the market took the trade open, moved on, and went on to first target. Once it had done that, and it moved on to first target, we had another place here to move our stop up to. So we moved our stop just underneath the entry point here as well to again lock in more profits. And again, we held on to this. In fact, this went on to the ultimate target, and which was 6 targets in total. But as you know, I didn't actually hold out for the whole 6. I managed to scale plenty more positions into this, and I closed out at 4 targets. So, again, very nice move, and the market actually sort of exploded into the afternoon on Friday to complete the move. So the next trade that we had, this was actually called shortly after the pound yen trade, and this was a supplement if you didn't take the pound yen, because we didn't want to double up on yen markets. We'd already taken full risk on the yen, and if you missed that one, then this was another one that you could have taken advantage of. So with this one, again, we've got some very tight moves here in the daily time frame. We're looking for a breakout here of this consolidation. If we come up to the 60-minute chart, you can see the entry set up here. Now, the reason we were actually looking at this at the same time that we were looking at the pound yen, but we preferred pound yen because of the extended move that this was able to have. But with Aussie yen, there was a resistance area up here, and probably easier to see this if we come back to the higher time frames. You can see on all of my macro charts here, I've got a level, and you can see that was a resistance level on the monthly, weekly, and the daily. So that was always going to cap the pricing and the potential move. But nevertheless, we still had a good couple of targets in here before the market got to that level. Now, as it is, there was 2 stop options. Doesn't matter which one you took, because this trade didn't play out. What happened, it got triggered just the same as pound yen, but then there was some negative Aussie news, and it pulled the market back to stop locations before actually sort of moving on. The next one was another pound yen trade. So we'd already been in this one here for a while, and you can see the 4 hour that the market had moved on quite nicely. So it's sitting on some very comfortable profits in this. And there was a pullback here to get positioned again. It was a particularly nice pullback here on the 30-minute time frame, back into a pivot point, back into the moving averages. We had a nice setup here as well. So that was the position, and we took some more in here. And the idea really was just to be able to capitalize on the move that we're expecting pound yen to go in. So this is what happened. The market moved on to first target quite nicely. We booked profits, and then the market sort of came back to just skimmed that sort of stop location before moving on again. So there was really only one move in that, or one target in that position. So that's the trades that we've taken in the trading room this week. I certainly hope it helps. If you would like to find out more about the Smack the Markets membership, try the trading room for a free trial, then just contact us at the Smack the Markets website, or you can drop us an email at info@smackthemarkets, and we'll try and help you there. Thank you very much. Bye for now.